still during the micro-singing contest, and we need a person that working for human resource. And I will take charge of this interview. Can you tell me something about yourself?
Okay, my name is Yumin Kim. I'm 28 years old, and I study political science and diplomacy in Gyeongbuk National University. And first of all, thank you for having me today. I think I'm pretty qualified for the position since I'm really like interactive person. I have abundant experiences. Especially, I have been a cadet of SEK, which stands for Sea Explorers of Korea. It's kind of international organization. Since I was in like elementary school, so it's been like nearly 20 years already. And through the activities of SCK, I was able to meet many people from different regions and different countries. So I was able to communicate with them, and I was able to cultivate my communication skills and interaction skills. And furthermore, I have an actual and practical experiences. For example, when I started military service in the army, I worked for the mobilization of human resource department. And what I did in the army was like I organized some educational like program like annually, and also I distributed all the duties to each person depending on their like military occupational specialty and their aptitude and their personalities. So I thought I'm pretty qualified for the position.
You have lots of experience. And can you tell me what is your greatest strength?
I'm a good planner, so I'm really good at making plans. So when I, had a like group presentation in university, always I make the outline, and I organize everything, and I give the paperwork to each person. So that's my greatest strength, I guess.
Cool. What is your greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness is I have a short temper, so sometimes I rush people a lot. Since I told you that I like making plans, and that's why I try to do everything as planned. So if the plan goes wrong, and I'm really nervous, and then try to like force people to follow my rules and everything, and that's my weakness. So I'm aware of my weakness, and that's why I'm trying to get over it nowadays. So my solution is that before I make a certain decision or do something, I try to relax and calm down first, and that helps me out a lot.
If our coworker feels stressed, will work with you. What can you solve these problems?
Because I rush people, right? Well, like I said before, I'm aware of my problem a lot, so I'm trying to change myself. I have to be more flexible, so I will not like force my coworker to follow my rules and my plans at all. And I will do my best to like get along with that.
I think the communication is very important in the work environment.
Sure.
What did you apply? Why did you apply for a job that wasn't the subject of your major?
It seems like since my major is a political science, it seems like my major has nothing to do with human resources. However, it touches on. I mean, political science touches on everything, like such as economics and business management, administration as well. So I learned like many things in my major. For example, I took a class named Government Organization, and in the class I touched on the HRD, which has to do with human resources.
Okay. Why should we hire you?
I'm very confident. I'm a confident person. I speak three different languages, including English, Korean, and Japanese. And as you can see on my resume, I have an abundant experiences. And also, since I study political science, I'm a really creative person. I can deal with a problem with many different like perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Like in many different ways. So I can come up with new, creative ideas, I guess. So I think I can contribute to the development of your company for sure. Yeah, that's all.
This is the end of our interview. We will send you an email in this video. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, welcome to Daegu Overseas Chinese Primary School. I'm a principal of this school, Yumin Kim. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We need a Chinese language teacher who teaches kids in the first to third grade. So, and the kids in our school do not speak Chinese as much as they speak Korean. So we need a patient teacher. What I'm saying. So let me start the interview. So can you introduce yourself first?
My name is Ma Ki, and I was studying in Hong Kong before for 1 year, and I'm studying in Kyungbu University, and my major is Chinese. Why are Hong Kong people select the major Chinese? Because I want to improve my Mandarin because my mother tongue is Cantonese, and I will have several working experience. For example, I work in a business company as a secretary, and I can manage the paperwork and organization, the meeting document for my boss. And I was a tour guide before that. I can communicate with each other person that from different country. And also I was a part-time teacher, part-time tutor for primary school students. So I have lots of experience uh, and I also speak Mandarin, Cantonese, English, and Korean. So I think I have good good qualification to suit this job.
Great, that sounds great. Okay, can you describe your work or study style, please?
I'm a hardworking person that seldom absent or late for school because I think the professor's speech is important than I study 10 hours alone because the professor's speech always hit the point and I just jot down the notes and review it and it will save lots of my study time and I can use my spare time to develop other visions.
Well, like I said before, the kids in our school do not speak Chinese fluently, and at the same time, your mother tongue is not Mandarin. Your mother tongue is a Cantonese, which means you have an accent. So, how can you solve this problem? How can you help Chinese kids?
Because my mother tongue is Cantonese, so I select my major as Chinese. And in university, I joined lots of Chinese speaking club, and I meet lots of Chinese friends and communicate with them and learn their accent. And it is good experience that I in the university.
Great, okay. And how do you manage it? How do you manage stress and pressure?
I love singing, so when I feel stressed, I will use a lot of my energy to sing. Then I feel tired, and I will forget my strengths. Also, I will manage my mind to think positive because I think positive thinking can change the situation.
Yeah, thinking positively is pretty good. Okay, then why should we hire you?
Mm, I have lots of education experience. For example, I'm a part-time tutor for the primary school student and teach them Chinese, English, and mathematics. Also, I work in a playgroup company as a teacher's assistant, and I know how to communicate with the children. Also, I said that I was a tour guide before, so I can communicate with the adult too. Because I think a teacher should communicate with the parents, always communicate with the parents. So I think I have good communication skill.
Okay. This is the last question. What type of work environment do you prefer?
I prefer a positive working environment. It means I can get well communicate with my coworker and boss. I think good communication can let us know our strong point and the weakness of each other and arrange a suitable position at the school. Also, I think my boss should respect my own teaching method because um, and I can get uh, my boss can talk over with me and I can have some improvement of my teaching method, but just not just charge me severely.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you so much, and I will email you in a week. I hope we can work together.